When I was growing up, if you ever disrespected me, I'd punch you directly in your mouth. Or I'd flip a table, or I'd find some way to say some really mean things, then humiliate you. And I feel like I learned how to fight really young. I learned how to win arguments. I learned how to be mean-spirited. I learned how to hurt people's feelings. And I learned how to not fear another man. I learned how to not be afraid. But I never really learned how to show love. And that is what this video is about. It's about showing love. I didn't learn how to show love until very late in life. And I think now as an adult and as a man, it's very important to me. And I think it's very important now that I use my voice here in this platform to share some things that I've learned about how to show love. Because without it, it's very difficult to be happy. It's very difficult to have meaningful relationships. And it's very difficult to have an impact on the world. And those are things that I feel like I've learned the hard way. So here are 3 ways that I've learned how to show love. The first is receive love. When I was growing up, if you tried to give me a hug, I would just stand in that hug and not feel anything and not feel love, and I wouldn't be able to sense the warmth of the other person, and I didn't know how to receive kindness. If you gave me a compliment, I would just not understand you. And I think it's very important for men to feel warmth, to feel loved, and to let that love transform them into loving people. This makes us softer, more empathetic, and more decent people. And for this reason, it's such a luxury to have deep, meaningful relationships with people that can show you kindness and love and warmth and consideration and value and the feeling that you're wanted and you're important.
Love you, bro.
I realize that may not be everyone's reality. Everyone may not have deep, meaningful relationships with people who are loving. And maybe that's what makes this meaningful. I can tell you right now, hey yo, I love you. Straight up. And now I hope you have it in you to say it to someone else. Which brings me to my second way to show love. Use your words. When I was growing up, if I saw somebody doing something really positive or going out of their way to help somebody, I didn't have it in me to say, hey, great work. I see what you're doing. Respect. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I can see that you're a remarkable person. I just couldn't say that. I was so fixated on my own ego that I couldn't look at someone in their eyes and say, hey, thank you. I appreciate you as a person. So I think it's important to use your words to give compliments, spread kindness, and make sure people know that you see them and you value them and that they are loved. And you value them not just for their immediate action, but as a human being. Instead of saying, I appreciate it, I appreciate you. Or in general, just take time to spread kind words and compliments. Take time to make eye contact with people. Make sure that they know that you feel that they are loved, right? Use your words to spread positivity. And that's not something I always did, but that's something I try to do now as a man. I want to show you love by making sure you know that I see you as a man, I see you as a hard worker, I see you as somebody who cares about the world, cares about things, cares about his kids, and man, that's a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to have a friendship, to be a relationship with you. That's not something that men put in words very often, and I want to put it in words because it matters, and that's how we move manhood forward. I appreciate it. Let's be clear, not everybody's on the same wavelength. Some people will abuse you. Some people will take advantage of your kindness. Some people will not be kind in return. But I think it's important to not let those experiences make you bitter, not let those experiences make you less loving of a person. Try to manage how much time and energy you spend with people. Create some distance, but don't let that change you as a person. Alright, so my last way to show love is to listen. When I was growing up, I was a trash listener. Before people would even start talking, I would just assume that this person sucks. They don't respect me. They don't know what they're talking about. they were whack. I could do what they're doing, and in return, people who wish me well, they would just assume that I didn't care about them, I didn't respect them, I didn't value them. People feel valued and people feel loved when they're being heard. When you sit there, spend time, and just listen. And when you listen in a meaningful way, people recognize that. People feel heard and they feel valued. And they feel loved, I think. Not everybody speaks as much as everybody else, but when we speak, we want to feel heard and want to feel like what we're saying matters. I realized at some point in my late teens that I sucked at listening, and I tried to take some time to work on my active listening and make sure that people felt like I heard them and I care about what they said to me. Or else, what reason did people have that wish me well to have meaningful conversation with me? To smile, nod, ask meaningful questions, and make sure people know that they're being heard. And in return, they'll feel loved.
When you show a genuine interest in somebody else, I begin to realize that they're thinking about what you ask me. It's really a form of love. Your love for humanity, not necessarily that person. And I think that's so much what's missing in today's world, especially in this country. So when you express a genuine interest in a person, I think the reason they respond rather warmly and appreciatively is they don't call it, but it's a form of love. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah. When we take time to care, where we are sharing our value and our love for somebody, maybe more importantly, just for people in general, we value the humanity, right? That's meaningful.
And make sure the person who you want to show love to knows that if they do need someone when they're going through a tough time to listen to them, you're there. And you will care about and value what they have to say, what's going on in their life, and what they want to share with you. So that's it. Those are my 3 ways to show love. Show some love, yo. I'm out. Peace. And if you're feeling it, you could always show me some love by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Is that the YouTube, social media, internet lingo now? You gotta ask for it now. Like, comment, subscribe, share, swag, other things. Tell me I suck. No, that's not it. That's not how you show love. Word.